Are you feeling like life is just too heavy right now? Maybe not so much wanting to give up, but tired of carrying this invisible weight every day? If the idea of self improvement just sounds exhausting or pointless, yet something inside you took a chance and clicked this video, hold on. Don't go anywhere. Because what I'm about to share isn't just another pep talk, it's the truth about feeling hopeless and the real steps to shift that feeling, even if it seems impossible today. Before we dive deep, if you're ready to start your journey to real self improvement and find a bit of hope, subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and tap that bell icon because this channel is here for you every single step. Let's be honest, when everything is overwhelming and it's all you can do just to get through the day, self improvement can sound like an impossible task or just another demand you can't meet. But here's the first truth: it's not about becoming someone new overnight. Self improvement, real improvement, starts tiny, sometimes smaller than you'd even think counts. Maybe you don't want to die, but you also don't want to keep living like this. That feeling of wishing you could just disappear, to stop feeling so exhausted by the burden of simply existing. Many of us have been there, in silence. But even feeling that way, you clicked here. That's not nothing. There's hope somewhere inside you, even if it's faint, and that is worth everything. So, where do we begin with self-improvement when things feel so hopeless? The most important thing to start is to radically accept where you are. Ask yourself, which parts of your life do you control right now, even a little, and which are out of your hands? This is tough, and even harder in periods of deep despair, but small actions can spark big changes in time. Let's look at the microsystem, your immediate world. This could be your own thoughts, your room, your closest friendships, even your body. If you're feeling lost, the first step towards self-improvement is to create a sense of safety. Not just physically, but emotionally. You might not have control over all your circumstances right now, but cultivating even a pocket of safety, maybe through a chat with a trusted friend, a quiet moment journaling, or listening to someone who truly gets it, can make a massive difference. You can start to share the burden you're carrying, even just a little, by externalizing it. Whether you say it out loud to someone you trust or write it down in a journal, making your pain real in the outer world instead of just inside your mind is healing. The act of being understood, even just by yourself, begins to lighten the load. Remember back to a moment, however fleeting, when you felt safe or accepted. Even if it seems far away, spend a few breaths there. That's a resource you can return to, over and over, as you build yourself up again. Self-improvement is sometimes just allowing yourself to breathe within those memories and then creating new moments one tiny step at a time. Once you've carved out a little pocket of safety, even if it's just inside your mind, we can talk about the next system that shapes your life. How different parts of your world interact. Maybe your job or your classes feel meaningless, your relationships are a struggle, your routines are barely holding you together. That's normal. And you're not alone. This is where self-improvement is really powerful. Research shows that people who feel satisfied with three core needs, autonomy, relatedness, and competence, are not just happier, but more resilient. These are the pillars of self-improvement at its core. Autonomy. Do you feel like you're making your own choices, even if they're small? Relatedness. Do you feel connected to even one person who truly cares? Competence. Do you ever feel a sense of accomplishment, even for something small? If you're struggling, take a gentle, honest look. Where are you honoring these needs? Where are they being neglected? Are your routines or relationships helping you, or are they hurting more right now? Doing a quick audit of your life with kindness and without blame is a huge step in self-improvement, because knowing what's breaking your spirit is the first step to building it up again. If you're still with me after these first few minutes, click like and drop a comment below. What's one tiny change you want to try? just for today. Sometimes when you start unpacking your life like this, it feels raw. Maybe you see how much you're missing, or how much you wish things could change. You might think, great, now I'm even more aware of how bad things are. But this is actually a turning point. See, it's not all your fault. Yes, your present circumstances matter, but there's a bigger picture influencing you. The families we came from, the schools, the jobs, even the way society is structured. These aren't things you asked for, and they're not all in your control. The world can be a harsh place, and too often, it's set up in ways that don't allow for us to thrive. But here's something powerful. Recognizing what you can't control lets you shift your focus back onto what you can. It may be just your bedtime, the way you talk to yourself in the mirror, or reaching out to one supportive person a week. Self-improvement is about managing what's in your hands. You can't fix everything, but you can always start somewhere. Now, let's bring it all together with your story. This is what psychologists call your chronosystem. It's the long thread of your life, the story you tell yourself about who you are, how you got here, and what the future holds. If you're at your lowest, it's hard to imagine that your story has any good chapters ahead. It might feel like nothing can get better. But consider this. What if, instead of assuming the story is over, you're at the edge of a turning point? Self-improvement isn't just about fixing flaws or chasing goals. It's finding meaning in the pain, writing a new chapter, even if it begins with just a single sentence or a single day. The truth is, you are the author here. Your past may have been written for you, but your future is still blank. Even if you feel broken down by institutional failures, toxic dynamics, or events beyond your control, self-improvement is about what you do with what's been handed to you. It's refusing to let your pain have the last word. Mental health advice often gives quick solutions and promises of instant change, but the reality is way more complex. Your struggles may come from all kinds of places: your own mind, your surroundings, the bigger world outside. There is no one single fix. But there is always, every day, a small move you can make toward meaning, connection, or growth. From making art, to caring for a pet, to fighting for justice, or just surviving another day. Each is a valid act of self-improvement in a world that isn't always kind. It's okay if you can't see the whole staircase right now. The first step is always the hardest. But with each one, things can get just a little easier. Maybe that first step is watching this video. Maybe it's reaching out, or just deciding to try again tomorrow. If you're getting something from this, pause for a second, and make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell, hit like, and leave a comment with a step you're willing to take, however small. You don't have to do this alone. We're all about persistent, gentle self-improvement here. You may not have all the answers today, and you may not even fully believe that things can get better. But every small step you take is a vote for your own future. One breath at a time. One act of self-improvement at a time. That's how big, impossible changes happen. Ready for more hope and practical advice? Check out another video from the Growth Mindset Project. And don't forget to hit the bell for support on your journey every single week. You're not alone. Keep going.